you look through biochemistry books and texts, and you see molecules, but the reality of it is we're looking at a two-dimensional image, but the actual molecule is three-dimensional plus time. So if you, the example I would give is, imagine if you went home today and your house had somehow been leveled down to 2 dimensions. It would be very hard to live in.
Right.
It'd be like living on the ground, on the foundation with no walls or, just a bunch of blueprints laying around. So when we're trying to make the assumption that a 2D version of a 3D molecule produced by nature works, then we fall into this trap of thinking that just because it's a laboratory molecule that someone says is identical, it's not identical. And it's no more identical than your house would be 2D versus 3D.
Correct. Yeah, and also to that same kind of extending that analogy, when you look at health and wellness, especially pain management, I mean, pain is such a complex topic to talk about.
It is.
And it's not a single solution that helps with my pain. And so that's where I understand why back in the 60s and 70s, the FDA kind of turned away from natural compounds in some ways because it was hard to analyze or reproduce or understand what was going on. And so they tried to isolate to a single molecule. But yet natural products, especially like Kratom, they have multiple alkaloids that work together to address pain from multiple aspects. It's not just a single, I'm going to reduce that sensation of physical pain when it doesn't necessarily address the energy or the inflammation or the other aspects that all come together to really manage it from a holistic standpoint.
Yeah, another way I describe it to my students is a synthetic molecule would be like one instrument in a band, but a living molecule is a band.
Yes. Dr. Chris McCurdy, he gives this analogy all the time.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So Dr. Chris McCurdy has been researching Kratom for, I believe, more than 30 years now. And he says that Kratom and all the alkaloids are like a symphony orchestra. Yeah. And so all these different alkaloids play together and makes this beautiful benefits and effects. But if you try to isolate one alkaloid and just turn that volume way up, it's not going to give the same effect, just like a symphony. If you took, one string instrument out and tried to play that very loud, it's not going to give you the same effect as a full symphony, giving all these beautiful tones and melodies playing together.